Hi, guys and gals. Al Smith here. Today, we're going to talk about the reopen double. It's a very powerful bid by the opener. It can only be used on the opener's second bid. And it's really fun to be able to use if you're masochistic or sadistic like me. Okay, let's go ahead and discuss this. All right, the important thing to note is that okay, we're going to assume that you open. You can open in any seat, and the reopen double will be available to you on your second bid after a unique auction. Unique auction is when you open, your left-hand opponent overcalls, and your partner, the responder, passes, and the right-hand opponent passes. So what this does is sets up the situation where you can leverage the overcall of your left-handed opponent. Okay, and it really with the reopen double, it's really a combination of a cooperative penalty double and a negative double or takeout double, whatever you want to call it. And what the reopen double specifically tells the responder is that the opener has shortness in the opponent in the overcaller's suit. Okay, that's really important now, because if you've got shortness, your partner who's sitting behind the overcaller may have a whole bunch of the overcaller suit. Okay, so you can see what we're setting up right here in relationship to what the reopen double is. Okay, it also says the opener has extra values. Why does the opener need extra values? Well, it wants to be able to communicate that to the responder so the responder can feel safe converting the reopen double to a penalty double. We'll see that in a second. Okay, and the third is that, hey, it says, I've got another bid. I've got support in the unbid suits, or I actually have a rebiddable open suit. So those are the three conditions that are necessary for the opener to make a reopen double. Okay, now let's see what happens after the reopen double. The responder has really two classes of choices. The first one is to convert the reopen double to a penalty double by passing. I love passing. Okay. And a lot of times, I think the worst situation that has occurred for the opponents, if they ended up in one spade doubled by a reopen double and they went down 6, vulnerable. Okay, it's really bad things can happen to the opponents if you use the reopen double correctly. The second class is, hey, I can't do this first thing. I can't convert it to a penalty double. Well, you've got to have three choices then. You're going to have to pick one of these three things. Well, if you've got 2-card support, and if your partner bid a major, you can support the opener suit by bidding 2 of that suit. If you don't have 2-card support, you can bid a 4+ card suit up the line. And if you have blockers in the overcaller suit, you can bid a no trump. I should say blocker, one should be sufficient. Although remember, the overcaller is because you're sitting behind, the responder is sitting behind the overcaller. So a king X is a blocker, a queen XX is a blocker. Okay, so those are the basic choices. Okay, by the opener, by the responder. Now let's take a look at a couple of examples and see what some of the things that can happen here. Okay, in this hand, this is the opener's hand. The opener has 6 hearts, 4 diamonds, 2 clubs, and a spade. And the opener heart and the opponent had the audacity to overcall 1 spade. Well, no opener goes, well, that's obvious to me. I only got a singleton. Okay, so he's got 18+ points, and then his partner passed and the second opponent passed. He's got 18 lane points. Okay, that's a strong hand. Okay, he's got spade shortness. Okay, and he's got 6 hearts. Well, should he rebid the hearts? Most of us would have a tendency to rebid the hearts. Okay, do not rebid the hearts. Delay it. What's the hurry? You can always do it later. Bid a reopen double. You got plenty of points. Your partner could have 5 or 6 spades behind that one spade bidder. If he does, he's going to convert that to a penalty double. And you can see just how disastrous it could be for the opponents, especially if they're vulnerable and you're not. Let's look at the second hand here. We've got the same auction. You opened a heart, opponent bid a spade, he went pass, comes back around to you. Now, you've got too many, we'd have to correct that. You've got the right number of clubs, you just have 2 twos. We'll fix that. So it'll be correct in the handout. Okay, so what do we have here? Well, we've got 17 length points again, so we've got enough points to bid. We've got extra values. Okay, we do not have shortness in the opponent's bid suit. We've got three spades. Okay, so what are we going to do? What we're going to do, and we don't have a second suit. Okay, we don't have a 4-card suit. We don't want to stretch and tell our partner that we've got 6+ hearts. So what are we going to do? We're going to pass. We're in essence going to just let them have the contract, and we're going to go from there, because you don't know, you know that your partner didn't have enough to say 2 hearts. Okay, so if this is one of those situations where run away and fight another day, and you might actually end up setting them. Okay, but you don't have a blocker in spades, so you don't want to push this contract any further. Okay, let's look at the third example here. Here, you've got 13 length points, and you do have spade shortness again. Okay, but you do not have extra values. Now, you have a 4-card suit, so since you don't have extra values, what you're going to want to do is bid show your second suit. When you're stronger up here, you can delay rebidding the hearts. You can delay showing your second suit. Okay, the situation is that's why the extra values are required. All right, now let's look at the situation for the responder. What's the responder second bid going to be? In this situation, we have that same auction as before, and it went 1 heart, 1 spade, pass. The opener made a reopen double and comes back around to you, and you're sitting there with, whoa, 8 high card points, but 5 spades. Okay, as you look at this hand, you're probably going to be able to take 4 spade tricks and a heart trick. That's 5 tricks all by yourself. Your partner's probably going to be able to take 2 or 3. If you could take 5, and he could take 3, that's 8. Okay, they're already going to be down 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. And you can see just how disastrous this can be for the opponents if they're vulnerable and you're not. Let's look at the second. So what we want to do is we want to convert this to a penalty double. We want to nail them. Okay, let's look at the second example here. We've got the same auction, but it comes around this time, and we have a pretty weak hand. Okay, we have some choices now. Okay, we can actually, we don't have long spades. We've got 3 of them, but we aren't going to take any tricks there as far as we can see. We can bid a 4-card suit up the line, or we can actually bid 2 hearts. Now, my personal choice here is bid the 4-card suit up the line. Okay, because you're bidding a suit in response to your partner's bid. Okay, they know you're not going to have 3 hearts, and if they have a 6+ card suit, they can always rebid their suit. If they have 4 diamonds, they can bid 4 diamonds. If they've got 4 clubs, they can pass. This gives you by bidding the second suit, the lowest ranking second suit, it gives you and your partner the greatest opportunity to find the right contract. Okay, like I said, this is a pretty easy convention. It's really powerful if used correctly. Okay, and I recommend it highly. It gives me great joy when I can convert a reopen double to a penalty double. All right. Well, I hope that everybody enjoyed the lesson. It's a short one, but have a great day.